All right. Hopefully y'all can hear me. These are going to be real estate thoughts from the saddle in a Spandex and Skinny Tires series, where I'm going to give you my thoughts on nature in Colorado, the current real estate market, and how bad my bottom hurts while climbing these hills. So, as everybody's pretty aware, we are well out of the pandemic era market of real estate here in Colorado, but it's definitely much more of a balanced market. Sellers can still get top dollar if they start off priced right and captivate those first 14 days on market. So make sure you're taking the advice of your realtor and getting good, fair comps that have quick sales. On the buy side, there's still plenty of deals to be had. We're still seeing some concessions. We're seeing price reductions. So if you're shopping for a deal, you just have to know where to look. Same thing, a professional in the industry can get you those kind of insights. Make sure if you're in the home shopping process, you're staying in constant contact with your lender so that you can stay up to date on what's going on with interest rates. Because even though the Fed isn't making many changes, interest rates are still fluctuating pretty regularly, just based off of exterior economic indicators. So, make sure if your lender is advising you correctly and they tell you to lock in your rate, they may know something that's coming that's going to cause rates to go up. They're telling you to hold out because it's the highest they've seen in a while and you're not quite ready to lock it in because you're not under contract. It's probably best to hold off on doing a rate lock at that point. Again, just make sure you're listening to your lender and your partner in the real estate market. I promise you, even though I'm making these ugly faces, this is a solid workout. I am out along the Front Range Trail here in Castle Rock, climbing up out of Cobblestone Ranch into the terrain, and I'll get back up on top of the plateau to finish out my ride pretty close to my house. I've been trying to get out to enjoy anywhere from 10 to 15 miles on Saturdays and Sundays. Now that the weather's warmed up again, then I can breathe in some of that good air, get a good cardio workout, maybe push the resistance a little bit, do some muscle building on the legs. So you're really looking at what Colorado has to offer. There's little to be beat by the nature that we have here and all the variety of outdoor options. You might get some of these updates while I'm on a mountain bike, maybe even while I'm on a run, pushing a stroller, or things like today, where I'm wearing my spandex, sitting in the saddle, just riding through the power zones and making sure I feel it all in my legs and my chest. If I'm really pushing, get some full body torque out of the arms, just feel everything how it's going. So let's make sure that if you do get the option, just get out, enjoy some of that sunny weather. If you're coming in from some of those lower elevations, just stay in tune with your body. Understand that in this thinner air, you might start to feel headaches, nausea, dehydration a little bit faster. Be sure to be drinking plenty of water. Stop and take breaks if you have to. Altitude sickness can be as dangerous as heat exposure or dehydration. So just make sure you're listening to your body. We're back into another climb. This section of the trail, I'll do about 400 feet and about a half mile, go up 400 feet of elevation over a half mile vertical or half mile distance. So just depending on what you're looking for, you know, there's always some insight. I'm very familiar with the trail rides and road rides in the Springs. I'm out here exploring in Douglas County, getting ready in the next few weeks to try and ride from my home in Castle Rock over to some family's house in Ken Carl. I'll ride past Chatfield and Cherry Creek Reservoir. Get about 40 or 50 miles in the saddle. I'm sure we'll talk a little bit about it then. So again, I'm out here chasing white lines and dollar signs. Yeah. And spandex on skinny tires. So when you're ready to hear more about the Colorado real estate market, don't forget to tune in. If you need any more information on how much your home is worth or the process of buying and selling, make sure you check out the link in bio. It has all my information in there and some nifty little AI tools that can give you some updated information on maybe the current value of your home or ideas on what you should do next in the buying process. Thanks for listening. Sorry I'm out of breath. I know the angle isn't flattering, but if you were here to look at me, then you were in for the wrong information anyways. Have a good day.